Oscar, can you tell me what it's like living with a psychiatric disability?
Well, it's quite uneasy sometimes. It's usually what is phrased as an invisible disability in most people. But what eats a lot is the stigma. So, although it's an invisible disability, the stigma out there makes you feel uncomfortable because you know what you have.
And what's it like for you, Michael?
Pretty much the same, I guess, although we are often advised as those who have a psychiatric disability to have our own lives, and then the illness is alongside. So I would say similar, yet different circumstances and outcomes and beginnings and so on. So there is always an element of oneself in there too.
And Ingrid, Oscar mentioned there's a stigma around mental disability. Can you tell me more about what kind of stigma might be associated with it?
And I think most people are afraid of a diagnosis related to any psychiatric disability, be it depression, be it bipolar mood disorder, be it schizophrenia. And so out of fear, I think people have different misconceptions about what the condition's about. It's like any medical condition that one needs to have awareness about in order to have appropriate treatment. For people living with mental disability, psychiatric disabilities specifically, the biggest barrier they face is society's attitudes towards them and the stigma and discrimination that limits their full participation and integration into South African society.
And have either of you guys experienced discrimination because of your psychiatric disability?
Yes, definitely. When people find out that you have a psychiatric disability, it's not everybody, but you have people whose attitudes change towards you. People who have been friends in the past.
Really?
You do lose friends along the way.
Yeah.